Welcome back to Confessions of a Hopeless Romantic. This will be our second episode. Very exciting.
Yes, very exciting. It's always fun to think about it as episodes because even in the first one, I didn't really feel like we were filming something. Like, honestly, I forgot what I talked about. So I'm like, this is just going to be us kikiing as usual.
Yeah, I think it's like, it just makes it a little bit more like calling it an episode,
Yes.
even though it's like not really an episode. It's just like makes it feel like more official.
Yes, that's true. That's true. A new term, I'm always bringing new slang around the bookstore. A new term I heard this weekend was queening out. So I'm like, it's just me, Kirsten, queening out.
I have heard that before.
Yes. I was like, oh, that's so cute.
I know. I feel like I feel more millennial than ever when I hear this new slang. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'm out of the loop now.
No, literally. But yes, so it's welcome to part 2 of us queening out. Over our newest, I guess, reads, what we're reading next. It's the beginning of April when we're filming this. Don't know when it will be posted. But it's always like, at least for me, I always find like a new month. I'm like new reading list, new TBR, new spring in my step, especially in April.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say with all the like nice weather happening, I feel like it's like rejuvenating. It like makes you want to like pick up books again kind of thing. Like even though of course we're always like around books.
Yeah.
But it just gives you a bit of like a new life. And I definitely felt like that with the reads that I had.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I felt my last reads, if you watched the last episode, were 2 Abby Jimenez books. After that, I felt like a little bit more rejuvenated and like inspired into taking on more romantasy. So I had started the Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy, and it was a bit of a slow start for me, mostly because I was just like in a slump. And we've been so busy at the store that I just felt like I wasn't like keeping up pace with it. But after reading the Abbeys, I felt like, okay, I'm like ready again to start romantasy, even though usually in spring it's the opposite. You're like, I want to get back into contemporary. But so I really like just picked it up again, and I don't know how others felt, but I did feel the first 3 books, so this would have been the 4th book. The first 3 books, the writing is really, really nice. Never did I feel like it was boring, but I will say there was times where I felt like it could have picked up pace. But I will say that was like important to the plot. Like the characters really did actually need that time, and I do think it was, or at least it came off as like important to the plot and like the character development for it to be a little bit of a like slower pace. But that being said, it still wasn't boring. But when I got to Glow, which is the 4th book, that's when I felt like I couldn't put it down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm like happy that I picked it up again, because like this, I felt like really changed it for me. And now I'm like up till 2 a.m. like every night trying to finish the series because it's so good.
Yeah. So how far in are you now?
So I've actually finished Glow.
Okay.
So I'm on the 5th book. I'm only about 10% in to Gold, which is the 5th book.
Yep.
And I will say that I don't want to give spoilers. I'm like trying to like censor myself. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to give spoilers. So I will say, okay, so if you're starting the video right now, look away if you haven't read this, because there will be spoilers. So the first 3 books, honestly, it feels like it could end at that 3rd book.
Oh, wow.
The big bad guy, like the very first one that you're introduced to, like done.
Okay.
So it's interesting that there was still like 3 more books in the series once you get to that point.
So there's like a story arc that's already finished. So you're like, what else could happen? But it's like new things happen.
Exactly. Yeah. So number 4 is like where it starts to develop that plot a little bit more. But also it's like a lot of like the characters sort of like going through their traumas, and like sometimes it gets to a little bit of a point where you're just like, oh my god, like get over it. Like, go. Like, you know, like girly, like you got a universe to save.
Yeah.
But I do think that it makes sense once you understand the characters of like, you know, you kind of needed them to go through that for you to like understand the next steps. But it ends, the Glow, it ends again at another like almost like another spiral into the plot.
Oh, I see.
So it like ends with her kind of like going in by accident into like another world.
Oh, cool.
So getting into gold, I'm like, well, I need to like read more because I like need to know
like what's this new area.
Yes. Although it is like talked a little bit about before you get there, like this other world and how it's sort of like the non-Fae world and the Fae world and how like they were attached at some point and then they were like ripped apart. So she like gets back into the Fae world at the same time as like a side character.
Yep.
You get like a POV of a side character throughout the books.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but like she's in her dumb bitch era right now. This other side character. And so at the same time as the main character is getting flung back into the other world, she's doing like the stupidest thing. You're just like watching her POV and you're just like, girly, like get a grip, like please.
Yes.
Like I can't believe you're this dumb.
Yeah. It's giving me reading ACOTAR.
Yes, exactly. So that was fun, and it also starts to introduce the main character, like the two main love interests.
Yeah,
they each have like friends, of course.
Yes,
and it starts to introduce this really like fun banter between their two friends.
Oh, so cute! I love that.
Yeah.
Like,
so now I like
friendship circle.
Totally, but like it's very like Grumpy Time Sunshine, Black Cat, Golden Retriever energy between those two.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I find myself like literally I'm like looking forward in the chapters to be like, okay, when's the next like POV of them?
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Like when you're watching, at least for me, I like it too, like when I watch like a K-drama and I'm like the second couple is like sometimes beats the first couple where you're like you want to get back to them.
Yeah exactly. So I'm like having a lot of fun like with that new romance, which I think was like good to do because it's such a long series. It was like nice to have maybe a little bit more fresh like butterflies in your stomach kind of thing. Although I will say like the main book boyfriend in this one is like top tier, like for sure, like rivals Rhysand. And ACOTAR, which I know is like controversial to say, but I would say if you do really like Rhysand ACOTAR, then like it's a bit of a like mix, I would say, like between Luther from Spark of the Everflame and Rhysand from ACOTAR. So if like those are like people you like, I think you will find your man in here too.
I guess we talked about it a little bit, but I've been reading, if you've seen our March recap, I guess, in our first episode, I have been reading Court of Thorns and Roses. Happy to say I have finished it, which I feel like for me is a big deal. Like I was talking about this with my friends recently, and like 2-3 years ago, I was the kind of person that read like 200 books a year. I'm a very fast reader. But last year, I only read like 6 books, maybe like 10 books.
Yeah.
This year I'm already on book number 5 or 6. I'm like feeling the wind beneath my wings. Okay. We're getting back there. So hopefully as the episodes go on, I'll have a month where I'll have like 10 books. Like that's the dream. And like Kearston will just sit there. But anyway, so I finished book. I'm happy to have finished it. I also realized I finished Ladies in Hating. And I don't have a copy to hold up. But I'll talk about that first for like a minute. Because it was our book club book for 2Gay to Read Straight book club. It was really fun. It's a historical fiction sapphic one. So like if you're like in the mood for like Bridgerton, the new Bridgerton season, but like it's not yet aired. We just have to live off of Netflix crumbs. So if you're like ready and looking for that kind of vibe, I would say pick up Ladies in Hating by Alexandra Vasti. Really cute. It has like gothic vibes, and it's a rivals to lovers in the sense that both of them are gothic writers, and one of the characters thinks the other girl is plagiarizing her. But of course, it's a misunderstanding, blah, blah, because it is a romance. They will get together. But that element of rivals was fun, of how they're just like both writers, and the situation that they find themselves reconnecting in is that they go to this manor for research, and of course they're both there at the same time. They didn't know the other one would be there, so they're kind of like forced proximity. They have to like live in this manor together to write their next books. So very cute, very interesting. The 2Gay to Read Straight book club, which you should join. But we had so much fun in our meeting because we were like we were like DMing the author, and they responded like the author responded like right away, and the book club was like in awe. They're like, wow, like you like get responses. I was like, of course, it's that blue check mark. So
it's true. It helps.
It helps. So that was fun. We were like we exchanged some nice words, and shout out to the author for being so lovely. The book cover has the dog Bacon on it. It's like a white dog, and one of our book club members has a cute little white dog that came to Bacon. Yes, she has a bacon. So we posted a picture of like all of us from the book club like holding up our books, and the author was like, excuse me, there's a bacon in your book club? And we were like, yes,
of course.
Yeah, so she was like, do you mind if I share it? I was like, of course not. Yeah, so that was really cute. But yeah, so highly recommend Ladies in Hating. I really enjoyed it. And the book club members did too, so that's always nice. But yes, so that's one book. And then, of course, the other book I read, there's a customer walking in.
Okay, where did we leave off?
Yeah, I'm almost like, you know how they like, we should have like snapped as an exit, then snap, we're back in.
Okay, well, we know for next time.
Now we know for next time. But yes, we were interrupted, now no longer interrupted. But yes, okay, I think I was done talking about Ladies in Hating. Now starting my ACOTAR discussion, in that I finished it. So I'm not really a romantasy person, I will say. And I also am the kind of person, like, you guys know me, love reading my gay books. So I was like, ACOTAR's not high up on my list, but we're doing Calamai in May, and I didn't go last year. And I was like, this year I really want to go. I want to dress up nice. I want to wear a flower crown. I want to know what all the people are talking about. So I was like, I will read ACOTAR, so I will be informed. There's one thing about me is that I love to like at least be in the know. So I love to at least like form my own opinion. And I think it goes without saying that any book that has like millions of readers and videos and content around the world, there are very strong opinions about the book.
Yeah.
But I like to go into things open-minded. And I did enjoy it. For me, actually, I was having like a blast because when the book first opens, I don't think it's like a shock, but like Tamlin is like
spoilers if you haven't read
ACOTAR, yes, feel free to skip. But like Tamlin, who like appears as the Fae in this book, he like shapeshifts into a wolf, and I was like, oh my god, no one told me this is a monster romance. I was like, I'm loving it. It didn't stay that way for long, obviously, but but I was like, okay, I can get behind that. So that part of it was interesting. I like knowing like the references to things now. But so I finished ACOTAR. My thoughts are, I guess it's like a little spoilery, but not that much. A lot of people have strong opinions about like Feyre as the main character. Sort of like a lot of people don't like her, but I think part of it is kind of part of a larger discussion I always think of when it comes to first person POV, because sometimes people read first person POV and they're like, oh, because I wouldn't act this way,
right, I
don't like this character. But for me, even if it's in first person, I'm like, okay, we're just seeing her thoughts, like she is her own person. Yes. She can think her own wrong thoughts and it's fine.
Totally. Yeah. And I actually find like I like when the characters are unlikable.
Yes.
Or at least like you kind of, there's usually something in those characters that you can relate to still.
Yes.
And sometimes it's hard to like accept that if you don't like them, or if you feel like they're like, you know, making wrong choices, doing 100%. The like stupidest thing.
Yeah.
But I do find like, particularly with Feyre, it becomes obvious throughout the series, just sort of like how naive she was, and like how much of like an unreliable narrator she is sometimes.
Yes.
But it doesn't like necessarily like make her bad, right?
Yes.
It just like makes you understand her more.
100%. So like I definitely feel like I have a sense for she is. I don't know if I would act the same way as her, because to give her credit, like she is kind of thrust upon this world where she doesn't know who the Fae are. She doesn't know anything. She doesn't even know how to read. Like obviously she's not going to act with like the clarity, I think, that a person, you know, her age in our world today would act, you know, and that access of information that we have. So I give her grace. I give her grace.
Totally.
In that sense. Kirsten and I were talking about this. There's a riddle that some people say is very obvious when you read the book. And Kirsten asked me, she was like, did you try to solve it? I'm like, no, it's not my job. That's Feyre's job. Like, I'm just here for the ride. So I think in that sense, like if you read it sort of like, at least for me, I tend to read things like, it's not my place. It's like, whatever. So I did not try to solve the riddles, but I know there are readers.
No, come on.
Yeah, we're just filming. So
yeah.
It's like, no problem. Okay, we're back. We like poofed.
Yeah.
But yes, we had very lovely customers. And we were talking about ACOTAR. They were shocked I hadn't read it before, as to be expected. But yes, back to our discussion of Feyre. Yeah. Anyway, she's my, I don't want to say problematic, maybe slightly. She's my naive queen.
She is.
But love that girl. Anyway, unfortunately, the customers that were here previously did confirm that they, in fact, solved the riddle.
Yeah, they were like, you dum-dums.
So it's, back to Kearston and Shelly, or dumb as rocks, I guess. Dumb as Farah. But it's not my job. It's Farah's job. So
yeah, I'm just on for the ride. I'm just a witness.
Yeah, I'm just exactly. I'm just a witness. The thing that I've been telling customers in the store, because one thing about me is I love to yap, and everyone's like, "What are you reading?" I'm always like, "Oh, I'm reading Avatar for the first time. Love to chat about it." But I've been telling everyone that like my sense of it is like I would love to see Feyre on Below Deck. I just feel like Feyre on Below Deck would eat. So that's my mentality. I'm like, I don't need to know what she's doing. It's not something I'm ever gonna do. But like, love that for her. Now we find out.
Once you finished, we need to like have a casting for like each member.
Oh yeah.
And like what reality TV show they would go on.
Yeah, we should do like Avatar special.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I read that. Now I'm a third into Aquamath. I think which is how you say the acronym. Yeah. Court of Mist and Fury. I will say when Akatar ended, I did feel like it definitely had standalone vibes. Like she could have ended it, but there is, of course, like unanswered questions that continue to Akamath.
My theory, and I think you'll see what I mean when you get there, but my theory is that she, or like Sarah J. Maas, may not have thought of it as a series. Or I don't know, like I just feel like, for example, she paints the sisters in such a bad light.
True.
Almost like irredeemable, right? Yeah. Like, but of course they show up later in the series. Yes. And I think a lot of people have a problem with the last book because Nesta's in that book.
Yeah.
And a lot of people feel like they don't like that book because they don't like Nesta because of like how she was portrayed.
Yes.
So early on.
Yeah.
And I think like sometimes I think like, well, did Sarah J. Maas even know that this is where it was gonna go? Like, True. Or was it just gonna be like only Farah?
Yeah.
The first 2-3 books.
Yep.
But it kind of like spiraled more just because I'm like in this particular like ending of Akatar, like I agree with you that it doesn't necessarily have to continue going on. Yes. And like the way some of the characters were built in there.
Yes.
Makes me like think perhaps she never thought that they would be seen again and we were supposed to hate them.
Yeah.
And make it really hard to redeem them.
Yeah.
But I do think that it rolls out really nicely later too. Cool. Like, and I think it also like kind of shows a little bit of like Farah's character in that sense of like she is naive, she is baby girl.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like it's it makes you question later on too about like how those characters were portrayed.
It's like that trend of like daddy or baby girl. Like she's baby girl.
She's baby girl.
So I'm third in, loving it so far in the sense of like I was like literally on the streetcar this morning to the shop and like I almost missed my stop. I like looked up, I'm like, oh my god, there's my stop. Like I have to get off. I was like captivated. Well, also maybe my music was too loud that I didn't hear it. It's like probably a mix of the two. But I'm excited to like keep reading. Rhysand, like he's my king. I'm like I'm falling for it.
You're eating the Kool-Aid.
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm loving
drinking the fairy wine.
Drinking the fairy wine, yes. I'm drinking the fairy wine when it comes to Rhysand, so we'll see. But yeah, I will probably I'll cut it short there because I don't want to give out spoilers. But like I'll talk to Kearston after about like specifics of where I am. So look forward to that, Kearston. But yes, what else am I reading this month? Do you want to go first with like what are you gonna keep reading?
Yeah, so like I said earlier, I'm like captivated into the Plated Prisoner series. So as much as I sometimes like to break things up so that I can also have like a little bit of variety and get maybe caught up on the newer releases and be able to like recommend those in the store. Like I am sorry, but I cannot put it down. So I'm just going to continue on my journey in the Plated Prisoner series. These are like massive books, especially the last 4. So I feel like it's going to take me a little bit, but like I said, I'm like up till like 2 a.m. every night. So I'm feeling hopeful that I will like devour these. And my goal is to like finish by the end of April.
I believe in you. Yes. I believe in you. Okay. For me, as y'all know, we talked about the 2 Gay to Read Straight book club. This month our read is Starship by Cat Sebastian. So I have been jokingly telling everyone in the book club that like they have to vote for this book when we do our monthly poll. My campaign worked. This is the April book. For those of you who don't know or have not heard me sing Cat Sebastian's praises, she is my auto-buy author. every single book of hers I have read. I haven't read maybe one or two of like her indie titles because I'm like saving them. I don't know for what, but
yeah, it's
she has,
like you don't want to finish because then you have nothing to look forward to.
Yes,
you're just like,
that's
I have nothing to look
exactly.
for.
So that's also the reason I haven't read Time to Shine by Rachel Reed yet. I know I will love it.
Yes.
I did recently buy it for my Kobo, which we should also talk about. But I'm very excited to read that one too. But I'm like, that's my like Rachel Reed, like saving it for a rainy day.
Yeah.
So Cat Sebastian has a new book out. We're reading it for the book club. Very excited. It's also her first contemporary romance. So Cat Sebastian is known for her queer historical books. They're all amazing. Shirtless men on the covers. Like, love them, love them, love them. You Should Be So Lucky is like one of the titles that we just like always have in the store for like a week only because I sell them right away. And then we need to order more. So we have some now in the store because Kearston like bought like a gajillion. She was like, Shelly will sell these. So
I know. I'm like, I need to stop. Like, I need to just have these on order at all times.
Like every single order, Cat Sebastian in it.
I can't order these weekly. Like,
yes.
They just go so fast.
Exactly. So I'm excited. This is her first contemporary. So I will be reading it. Then I will be selling a gajillion copies, which I'm excited about. But yeah, so that's also on the TBR. And then we'll see how much of the Actor series I get through. Because I will say I was like, after I finished Actar, I was like, what should I read next? I was like, okay, let me go back to another author. But then in my heart of hearts, I was like, okay, I do kind of want to keep going with the series. So I'll let the wind take me.
That's the thing about ACOTAR is I find it such an easy read.
Yeah.
In so many ways. Like, it's just, you can't put it down for like better or for worse. You know? Like, it's like, I need like, to keep going. Yeah.
She got me.
So true.
So yeah, I'm excited to keep reading. And hopefully I will also stay up till 2 a.m. like Kearston and just like breeze through all those ACOTAR books. And yeah, read some other books in between. So also one thing we want to do on this podcast is like recommend a few titles that we think you guys should check out. So Kearston has her 2 books. Let's hear them.
Okay. Agnes Obert's Mystical Cat Shelter by Heather Fawcett. Heather Fawcett, of course, very popular, has her Emily Wilde series that she's very popular for. So this might not be a surprise to some people. You probably have already heard it, but just in case you have not, or also if you heard it and you were like, it's not for me, well, I would disagree. I think this one, it's so fun. It is a cozy, so as we know, Heather Fawcett, very cozy, so she's is sort of staying in that lane still, but it's really cool. It's a woman who runs a cat rescue in 1920s Montreal.
Oh,
so I think it is really like just relevant, you know, like in the sense of it's local.
We love.
It's really cute. Like if you love cats, I'm not even a cat person, and I'm like, true. I need to read.
No, it looks so cute.
So again, you might have already heard it because I know she is popular, but take this as your sign to bump it up the TBR.
100%. I'm gonna do baseball romance. This is
it's J season.
Yeah, it's J season. This is Cross Signals by Hannah Cowan. This is Hannah Cowan's newest book. We have like the lovely discreet covers in. I love her books. Like, they're so fun. She writes so many different series and they're like all well done. This one is your classic friends to lovers, fake dating, my favorite tropes. Like, sign me up. It's so good. And her spice is always like top tier.
Yeah.
Love a Hannah Cowan spicy scene. So that one's on my recommendation list for this month.
The second one I have is Just This Once by Lena Hendricks. And honestly, it's just because the cover is so beautiful.
No, it's
the
really
sprayed
nice.
Edges, like the little fireman on here. Like please. And this is only going to be in like the first print run. So it's your sign that you should get it now before it runs out.
Yes. And then we're keeping on trend with the spicy books for me. This is X's and O's by Kayla Grossi, I don't know. We're gonna estimate.
Let us know,
I'm gonna say Gross. But yes, this is very beloved indie book. It's been picked up for traditional publishing. So now you can find it like widely distributed, and we have some copies. This is an MMF book, so it's about a lawyer who decides to quit his job, go up to the mountains. He's like, I'm having a mental breakdown. Into the mountains I go. Of course, he meets 2 very hot lumberjacks, like a husband and wife duo who take him in. They're snowed in. You can imagine what happens. Very spicy, very fun. And the traditionally published version, I saw this yesterday, does have like a bonus epilogue. So if you're looking for like new content, you already love this series, highly recommend you pick up this version of the book.
Love. And then Shelly, what is on your brand new gifted straight from the source Kobo?
Okay, this is my Kobo. Kearston also has one as well, which she should pull out. We should be like, featuring.
Yeah.
Look at that. What is that pouch?
So this pouch, it is the first of its kind. If anybody knows Ace, you know that he loves to work with his hands. He loves a challenge.
He loves a project.
He loves a project. He's a mechanical engineer, so he has this very bad habit of looking at something and saying, I could do that. And so that was what happened here. Was he's seen all these e-reader book pouches and he was like, I could do that.
Yeah.
So I kid you not, he literally like the next day was like, I'm buying a sewing machine. He like locked himself in a room and out came this a few hours later.
Yeah.
And I have to admit, like, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So this was like his first ever. So, you know, it was made with love and a little flaws. But I will be saying he has worked it out and we're going to be putting this up for pre-order soon. So if you want an Ace special Hopeless Romantic Books e-reader case and book sleeve, keep an eye out because that link is going to go up soon.
Love. I will be buying one, as I want to do. But yes, we chose our cute little cases from TLDR.
Yes. So I had like a Kindle 10.
Yes.
So the TLDR cases never came in that size for my Kindle.
Yeah.
So I would just like see these come in and be so sad that I couldn't get one.
Yep.
And then of course the beloved Kobo came and I was like, well, amazing. I can get a TLDR case finally.
Yep. And I was gonna say, mine's the same because I have a Books. Y'all know me. I love my Books Palma, but love a cute case. So yes. So on my brand new Kobo, I am reading Akamath because I tend to read faster when I read on my e-reader, but of course I went bonkers and I bought a bunch of Kobo ebooks. And I was joking this with my sisters. I'm like, actually, they're gonna triple their investment with me because I love an ebook deal. Yes. I love just like $1.99 add to cart. So I was like, they've already paid back quite a bit of their money from me buying my ebooks on the Kobo store. But I'm very excited actually because I have Time to Shine by Rachel Reed on here, but I also have Pole Position by Rebecca J. Cafferty, and this is an F1 romance.
Oh, okay.
So there's first one is called Pole Position, and then the second one, which I also have because I bought both, is called First to Finish. So love. Like love. Don't need to say anything else. And I believe the second one too is like a friends to lovers to benefits vibe, which like we know I love a friends to lovers. Sorry, that's like my trope. I love my favorite. So that's what's on my Kobo. Okay, what about you?
Okay, mine, I have one downloaded book.
Okay, love.
Which is How to Lose a Goblin in 10 Days by Jessie Silva.
Love.
This has been like top of my TBR since it's come out.
Yeah.
It's a Canadian author who is actually coming. She'll be here for a signing for CIBD.
Woo-woo.
So keep an eye out. We're going to be announcing our whole schedule for the day on CIBD.
Yep.
But I was like, okay, I need to like finally read this if I'm going to be meeting the author.
Yes.
So you're right. I might have to pause the Plated Prisoner series to get this done in time for that. But it's like a really cozy, queer, romantasy titled How to Lose a Goblin in 10 Days. Like, are you kidding me? I love Kate Hudson.
Yes.
So like I have to read it.
Yeah.
So you're right. That is my goal, is I got to do that.
Yes.
Even if it means I need to take a break.
Yes.
From Plated Prisoner.
Yeah. I'll probably have a similar situation with Collide by Bal Cabra, because we will be meeting the author in a little bit, which I'm like very, very excited about. So when that happens, I'm like, I gotta have Collide read.
Yes. Yeah.
So I might have to pause some of my books to read that one too.
I know there's just so many.
It
never ends.
It never ends.
In the best of ways.
But yes, if you've read any of those titles, leave your thoughts below. And also, if you have thoughts on me having thoughts about ACOTAR, leave those below too. And yeah, let us know if we should do like a whole like ACOTAR like episode special.
Yeah, where we deep dive with spoilers. So
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil too much so that everybody can watch us, but
yes, but
we
yeah,
can do some
we
spoiler
can do
episodes.
like a You know what? We should film one either like before Cal and Mai or like on Cal and Mai in our like fairy.
Yes, totally.
Fairy vibes.
Let's do that.
Yeah,
we'll get ready extra early and then
and then we'll film for you guys.
Yep.
Our Akatar.
We can invite Girlish too.
Yeah, 100%.
And have them tell us their thoughts.
Exactly. That'll be fun. Okay. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. And this has been Confessions of a Hopeless Romantic.
Love you, romantics.
Mwah.